Make my kombucha this morning, so I thought I'd just show you what it looks like. So here's one that's been sitting for about 4 or 5 days. I'll take that top off. There you can see it's got all the bubbles. And so I always use a wooden spoon. I just kind of stir it around a little bit. You can see all those lovely bubbles. Very, very happy kombucha. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take the scobies out. You can see this one is my newest one. I had left it in actually for about a week, and it's really happy. So I make all my kombucha exactly the same. And so I just take all of the scobies out at one time. And this one doesn't want to come out. It's a little piece that broke off. Okay, and I'll do this one. Okay, now it's ready to pour up. So I put all my kombucha bottles in the sink because when you pour the kombucha, it can spill. So this just helps. I save all of my old kombucha bottles. They have the plastic tops. Any glass bottle works great. You don't want to use a glass bottle with a metal lid. Now these ones I bought off of eBay, and I can't take the top off with one hand, but they have a suction in them. They're specifically for kombucha. So if you can find these are really great also. What I'm going to do is take and fill these all up. And so I use a funnel to pour the kombucha into the bottles because that also helps to keep it going where it's supposed to. It tends to kind of splash and fizz up when you pour it. So you always want to stop about an inch from the top because the bubbles will bubble up, and especially when it's nice and warm, it's real fizzy. Okay, here we go. The bottom of the kombucha is where I save the starter for the next batch. It's usually got lots of these little brown things floating in it. And so what I use this for is I just take it and pour it into here, and this becomes my starter for my next batch. So you can see here I've poured the kombucha in, and I've got about an inch or so of room, and it still tries to kind of bubble its way out. Okay, so I'm continuing on here. So here you can see the kombucha. I'm about to put the lids on it and stick it in the refrigerator. To make my kombucha with, I use 3 green tea bags and 1 of this kind of green tea. It has pomegranate, raspberry, and strawberry in it. I find it adds just enough sweetness to the kombucha to give it a really nice flavor. I've been doing this for several years, this combination. So 3 regular green tea bags and 1 of these tea bags, and that's per gallon. So right now I am making 3 gallons. So what I have done is I've boiled 3 cups of water, and I'm going to add the tea bags in here and let them sit for 30 minutes. Here the tea bags have sat and simmered for 30 minutes, so I'm going to take them out and then let this brew cool. And then once it's cooled, I will pour it into the jars, add enough water to come almost to the top of the jar, and then I will add the scobies back in.